Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Are you looking for an eco-friendly and powerful tool to handle your cutting tasks? Whether it's trimming trees, cutting firewood, or tackling heavy-duty jobs, an electric chainsaw might just be what you need. Today we're counting down the top 5 best electric chainsaws on the market. But before we get started, make sure to check the link in the description below if you want to know about the price and other information. Let's dive in. Kicking off our list at number 5, we have the Black+Decker LCS 120B 20-volt 10-inch cordless chainsaw. This affordable battery-powered chainsaw from Black+Decker is an excellent option for those budget-conscious DIYers who need a chainsaw for light-duty use only, as well as those who don't have a lot of experience operating a chainsaw. Thanks to a smaller 10-inch blade, which is less likely to kick back, and an overall weight of just 6.8 pounds, it's easier to manage than larger chainsaws. That's not to say it isn't powerful. This chainsaw packs plenty of punch with a 20-volt battery and can cut through branches up to 8 inches in diameter. User-friendly features include a tool-free chain tension adjuster and an automatic bar oil system. This Black+Decker chainsaw is sold on its own or with a battery pack and charger. This model proved to be surprisingly capable while removing a couple of overgrown juniper shrubs in our test area. The compact size and lightweight build made it easy to maneuver among the branches with very little kickback. It produced some vibration, and the chain speed was slightly slower than some of the other small saws, but it did the job and it worked well in tight spaces. The low price of this saw appears to be related to the small battery size, which limits runtime to about 15 minutes of work per charge, a design that simply gets the job done with possibly less durable components. One unique design feature that we liked, however, was the placement of the bar oil filler on top of the motor housing, just behind the handle. It eliminated the need to place the saw on its side for filling and made it easier to see the oil level while working. At number 4, we've got the Oregon CS 1500 18-inch corded electric chainsaw. When it comes time for heavy-duty tree cutting, a longer bar and a bigger motor are necessities. The CS 1500 chainsaw from Oregon features an 18-inch guide bar and chain, a powerful 15-amp motor, toolless chain tensioning, a chain brake, and an automatic oiler. It uses plug-in power for unlimited clean and quiet runtime and comes with a durable plastic scabbard for bar and chain safety when not in use. The saw also self-sharpens. Activating the sharpener simply involves lifting a small finger-engaged lever. Oregon's patented system sharpens the power-sharp chain in just 3 to 5 seconds. Between the power, long bar length, and automatic features, this is the most capable corded saw on the market, meant for heavy-duty work. In our tests, the Oregon CS 1500 stood out as a rugged saw with several notable conveniences. The saw offered plenty of power and speed to cut up a 13-inch diameter oak log. It made vertical bucking cuts cleanly and aggressively every time, but the power cord limited maneuverability in brushy areas. The self-sharpening feature was uniquely helpful. After cutting 40 slices off the hardened oak log, we pulled the power-sharp lever for 3 seconds while squeezing the trigger. Then we inspected the saw teeth before attempting more cuts. The teeth were visibly sharper than before, shiny with no nicks, and the saw moved faster and produced larger sawdust shavings than prior to sharpening. This feature saves at least 10 minutes of hand sharpening, or $10 to $15, and a trip to the hardware store for professional sharpening for everyday wood cutting. Coming in at number 3 is the Oregon CS 1400 16-inch corded electric chainsaw. The Oregon CS 1400 packs numerous feature upgrades for such a budget-friendly saw. As a corded electric saw, it offers unlimited runtime wherever there is access to a power outlet. It comes equipped with a heavy-duty 15-amp motor and uses a toolless chain tensioning system, allowing you to adjust the chain to the proper tension and lock it back into place with ease. One of the best features of this rigid chainsaw is how quiet it is when cutting while still providing plenty of power to get the job done. To preserve the bar and chain, the automatic oiler distributes oil onto the parts. This helps preserve a sharp chain, keeps the chainsaw lubricated, and prevents it from wearing out prematurely. In terms of raw cutting power, the Oregon CS 1400 performed as well as any other saw we tested. Although heavier than many of the other tested saws, the weight added stabilizing downward pressure for smooth bucking sectioning cuts. That being said, we also noted that the saw was not as easy to operate on its side as is needed to fell a tree. The heavier weight and the need to manage the power cord made it less maneuverable in densely branched tree canopies, too. But it's a great choice for making lots of vertical cuts in a relatively clear workspace, as in cutting cordwood to length. Runner-up on our list is the Makita XCU03PT LXT Brushless 14-inch chainsaw kit. Makita's cordless chainsaw is an example of the brand's innovation. It features a dual battery 18-volt design, doubling the maximum power and runtime of a standard single-battery chainsaw. Despite those extra batteries, this chainsaw still weighs in at less than 12 pounds, making it easy to handle. The brushless motor allows its batteries to distribute more power to the saw than a standard motor, making it as powerful as some gas-powered chainsaws and one of the best battery chainsaw options. With a 14-inch bar, this is a good chainsaw for cutting through trees up to 12 inches in diameter. Makita's rechargeable chainsaw also packs plenty of other features, like an auto power-off function that shuts the saw down to save battery life when the saw is idle for too long, as well as a built-in lock-off that prevents the saw blade from accidentally starting. In our tests, the Makita's chain speed was excellent. The tool's overall balance was pretty good, but the battery configuration had a widening effect on the motor housing, so the center of gravity was farther from the user's body. This made it slightly less maneuverable than our top pick, but still better than average. Instead of a mechanical trigger release safety switch, this saw uses an on-off power switch that would time out after a certain period. Finally, the top spot goes to the Stihl MSA 140CB battery-powered chainsaw. Our top pick comes from a revered legacy brand, and it's packed with performance details and user comforts that make it one of the best compact chainsaws, gas or electric. The Stihl MSA 140CB battery-powered chainsaw weighs just 8.6 pounds and comes equipped with a 12-inch guide bar. An efficient brushless motor, compact build, and efficient narrow kerf chain make it a great choice for pruning, yard cleanup, and light tree work. The kit includes a bar sheath, quarter-inch PM3 saw chain, AK30 36-volt battery, and AL101 battery charger. The saw runs up to 45 minutes per charge. One of the quieter saws we tested, it's a great choice for working in neighborhoods, but it also produces high torque with very low vibration for efficient cutting and a comfortable user experience. We enjoyed the overall performance of the MSA 140CB. It worked smoothly and efficiently for well over an hour per charge, including stoppage between cuts. Relative to the other saws we tested, almost no vibration transferred through the handles, and the narrow saw body gave it better balance than most of the others. The short bar helped when working selectively around dense branch growth, and the lightweight motor made it easy to cut branches at chest height without causing excessive back and shoulder strain. This could be an excellent primary yard maintenance chainsaw for anyone, or a backup limbing saw for serious woodcutters. And that wraps up our list of the top 5 best electric chainsaws. Be sure to check the links in the description below for the latest prices and availability. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tool reviews and buying guides. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.